I was not just singing good morning. Not at all.
Guest intro by Luke.
Haha, there you go.
All right. Well, I don't have to say good morning because Luke already did it for me. We are pulling forms on our center columns for the garage today. Concrete's dry, it's been a day or two, and we're gonna pull forms and see what we got. Let's take a peek. Thank you. That's got a big old screw sticking out of the bottom.
Oh.
You don't have to scrape, bud. You can put it back. I needed you to just do that little section there. Yeah, this is what I was worried about with the concrete. It's all bubbly. That's okay. Got it?
It's so pretty.
It is so pretty. Let's stack it over there. We'll get rid of that form, that other form. You got it, or you want me to do it? I got it. Okay. Wow, that is pretty. I like that.
They got the other one.
There's subtle variation. It's pretty subtle, but I like it. You can see it.
Yeah.
It almost looks like we did big stripes, but not quite. It's cool. Wow.
They got the other one.
It's so pretty.
We're getting there, bud.
All right. Here.
Dad, there's more chunks. Wow.
What do you think, big guy?
Good. I found a sample of it.
Yeah.
Can we keep it?
Yeah, you can keep it. If it doesn't crumble.
The not problem side. Hands on steel.
Hey, there's some cake on it.
Pretty even?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Oopsie. We're going to have to cut that out.
I think that's good.
So, we taped the form lines, and
yeah,
that didn't end up working quite as well as we had hoped.
no, it didn't.
At least not on that side. I'm gonna have to dig that out.
Yeah. That's okay. We're learning still. So, I don't know if you know this from or if you caught this in the mixing videos, but you'll notice no color, light tan, a little bit darker, a little bit darker. No color, light copper, a little bit darker, a little bit darker. That's because what we had to do to get any variation in color, this whole thing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lifts here, and there's 4 lifts on that one. That was all one bucket. So unless we did a half bucket, which was a possibility, we could have gotten more variation, but there's more filling and you have to fill the buckets by hand and all that stuff. So what we chose to do instead was just add a little bit of color each time. So that's why it looks a little bit more of a pattern as opposed to random, but it still looks gorgeous, so I'm not worried about it. Doesn't hurt my feelings none. So we'll just have to give it one good tug. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There it is. It's coming down. Watch out for the rebar behind you.
The 8-foot chamfers, they look fantastic. Look at that, top to bottom. I did that backwards, but whatever, you get what I mean. It's seamless, it looks lovely.
Yeah, it does.
It does. So
It's just
really our
gorgeous.
first form lines, doing it this way, ended up there at 8 feet. And then this tiny little one over here from the short end form.
Which, how did that turn out?
Really nicely.
Yeah, it did. That was...
But we didn't have spacers to do
Yeah, we
with.
couldn't actually get in there to see it, so we kind of had to eyeball it. So that's not bad for eyeballing a form line, eh?
But that makes it look so clean all the way up
Yeah, it
to
really
the
does.
8-foot mark.
Ooh, that one looks way cleaner than the other one, wouldn't you say?
Yes, TJ.
Yeah, so the difference between hand tamping and not, see that slightly jagged edge?
Right.
That's what you get when you don't hand tamp. TJ hand tamped almost all of these, and it's a nice smooth edge. But we've decided that hand tamping is such a pain, especially when you're doing full walls, that it's just not worth it. We don't mind this kind of jagged look.
Right.
So
The amount of work that it is not worth the result.
yeah, it's really not. Good. All right, come down.
I guess I'm clear.
It's more accurate, isn't it?
Look at that.
So I've realized something that I don't know how to fix. Notice one chamfer edge, super clean, the other jagged. Same thing over here, super clean, jagged. It's based on which form piece you attach the chamfers to. So we may want to consider,
Right?
you have an idea? What?
Cut them at 43 degrees.
That's a really good call.
So that way your points are further than your
Further than the base.
apex, or not
Yep.
apex, but pivot.
Whatever science,
Yeah,
No,
words,
right.
English, math.
You're totally right.
But 43 degrees,
No,
that'll
40,
put our,
47.
Well, whichever way you
yeah, whichever way you're looking.
Bigger.
If you're setting up the saw, it would be
Okay.
43.
Yeah.
But the,
cuts will be at 47.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll no longer be a 90, it'll be a
Slightly
93 or 94
Right.
or whatever.
Yep, you're right. That's the
Big
solution.
brain.
It's big brain time. Yeah, that's how we'll have to do it. We'll try that.
So is that from the tape right there? The wibbly wobbly?
Yes. So that's why putting tape in may cause a problem, and it actually didn't help with the form line at all. Notice you can still see the form line, so
Yeah.
I don't think tape is worth it. Far side over here, and I'll roll in this way. So you'll notice, for the most part, on this side, it's going to be a little bit more of a rough look, and on
Right.
this side, see how much smoother it is all the way down?
Oh,
So that's not an issue of structural problems or anything like that.
yeah. It's just,
It's
How
just
it
the
is.
nature of, well, and it kind of gives you the freedom to be able to choose the look of the wall. Because some people really like the kind of rougher look,
so they pour,
so they pour
Away
to
from
the
the
center. Yeah, so with these walls, what you would do is pour to the center and let it all fall this way, so you have an angle like this. We like it the other way because I like the smoother look.
yeah.
But it's kind of fun that every now and then I'll do a lift, like a whole lift where I
Well,
do
that
it the
first
other way.
wall, we did a whole,
Oh.
we tried it both ways.
Yeah, we did. We tried it both ways on the first wall. So you'll notice there's some rougher patches here. You know, where it's not quite as smooth and even this, like this, see how it's like rough. Or if you walk over on this side, everything is like really smooth. So you have a nice smooth look. I mean, you have little bits here and there, but for the most part, it's a really smooth, consistent, even look. The way that you get that difference is where you pour. So if you pour, so the rammed earth comes in and hits the form and slides down, then what's up against the form is going to be nice and smooth. If you pour to if this was a 2-foot wall, the middle and let all the stuff go this way, then you get a rougher look like this. So it kind of gives you a way to kind of control the look of the wall just based on where you're pouring the rammed earth when you're ramming. And the reason that is because as the rammed earth falls, the bigger chunks tend to roll to the bottom. So if you're never going to pour straight down and have it be an even layer. So when you pour like up against the form, the rammed earth will hit and fall. And what'll happen is you'll have like a mound right here. Well, all the big stuff rolls to the bottom, all the bigger rocks roll to the bottom, and then those end up against the edge of your form. Whereas if you do it the other way and you ram this way, all the smooth stuff is here and the rough stuff is in the middle. So hopefully that makes sense. My rambling. I figure if I just keep rambling, eventually someone will understand. If you still have questions about it, ask us down in the comments. Last form. Here we go. Oh. Let's walk it out. You think we'll be able to construct that? Yes, we will. This is 13 feet tall and it's 14 feet to the back.
Yay, science.
We may have to angle it slightly just to, because we only have a 6-inch gap.
Look at that.
Pillars are done.
Hey,
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
you're getting me on me.
I'm sorry.
Look at that indeed.
Yeah. All right. Let's pull that last chamfer off and then start moving pallets. That way we can start sweeping.
We're gonna clear the garage.
Yep. All right, so we finished our wall reveal and doing some cleanup. We're gonna keep going just a little bit longer, but I think that's all we're gonna show you guys for today because there's not much else happening other than chores. So yeah, thanks for joining our adventure.